Okay, so I'm not really stalling and getting into this. Here I am in Boston, and I'm Googling the new building they're constructing here because that was definitely not there the last time. And I believe that was the parking lot we used to park express van into for traveling in Boston sometimes. So we were intrigued by that. And this biker guy here in the green, while we were sitting here, or while we were driving, actually he was driving along, like riding along next to us, and he just about ran over a dude that was sitting in the edge of the biker lane. So that was really funny seeing. But yeah, this is always such a lovely time trying to turn here and pedestrians being all over the place. But yeah, there's the entrance to the loading dock here, this ramp here that this person will not take the hint. But yeah, there's the other vans in line for the loading dock, and as usual, that line is a nightmare. So here we have inside the loading dock, not really much going on. Again, we moved up a little bit more. We are at the middle dock at the moment. Well, this passageway here is at the middle dock. It's a lot of staring at the back end of the vehicle in front of you, so there's that. So we finally did make it up the line. Doesn't feel like it staring at this van, but yeah, we made it there. The van was full. And now is a waiting game. So yeah, I was talking a little funny at the end there because on the loading deck they get real angry with you if you're not unloading, and they try to find the minuscule reason to throw you out immediately just to get you out. So I noticed that one of the loading dock people was starting to look at me, so I was like, oh, I better not have this out recording because I don't want one of them storming up and being like, okay, take your van out of here, which we thankfully were unloaded. But yeah, so we ended up having for dinner that night pizza. We had a bunch of friends help us with setting up the booth, so it was less intensive on us than normal, so that was really nice. So now we're just trying to head back to the hotel, which lovely Boston traffic, we're not getting anywhere. Tomorrow will be the first day of the con, which I will be wearing my Miku cosplay, which isn't too much, just I need something practical for being a vendor. So I'll be just wearing a wig with a dress that would look cute for me and Miku. Okay, so it is day 2 now. We're stopped here at the moment for the light for the not so traffic circle. So kind of dumb. I'm wearing a polka dot skirt, and that's my breakfast, which consists of sad hotel eggs with a sausage, tea, and I forgot what's in the other cup, honestly. And we are on the way to the convention right now. Just it's a little bit of a drive, especially with the traffic. So here we are, right next to the con. Here's the fire station that is right nearby. That one. So yeah, there's the convention center down the road there. We're attempting to get to our parking garage, or the parking garage we usually use, which we've definitely seen several people that were quite clearly cosplayers with what they were wearing. So yeah, we finally made it to the parking garage itself, and here's just a sped up of trying to get in there, which this parking garage is definitely a little bit confusing. Alright, no, this was not our normal parking garage, so we ended up having to walk around a lot. It is kind of a disaster show, so yeah, that happened. Love how wide this next to the garage looks so big. I assume we need these doors. Sorry. No doors for you. We're attempting to make our way to the something center. I think it was like the Prudential Center or something. Probably butchered that, but trying to make it there so we can just get to the con. Which of course that can't be simple when you're at a con. So yeah, and like there's these like sketchy hallway which may or may not be for the loading dock. So we were a little weirded out by that. We did end up meeting a UPS delivery guy that just told us to take that elevator and it dumped us out where we wanted to go. Like one of the most suspicious hallways ever. Are you sure this isn't where it turns into corpse party? Wow, that... looks nice in here. There's an Elsa cosplayer. Yeah, and then it dumps out into the mall, which this is really nice. I don't see anything like this where I normally live, so it's always neat seeing these nice places like this. So yeah, as we were walking by, just kind of gawking a little bit at the really expensive stores, because it's nothing I'd shop at. So as we get here, like there's a Dunkin' I think right over there, and as we were walking around here we were like, hey, doesn't that person look familiar? And we ended up finding one of our friends that was just there. So that was kind of funny, and we did some quick catch up kind of thing and gabbing about Anime Boston and the circus it usually ends up being. So down here we made it to the front entrance, which then we were just like, we're vendors, we can't stand in that line. So we were able to ask the security people there if we could just go in, and yeah, I had to show our badges to the staff just to be like, yeah, I got the fast pass on the back of my badge, let me through please. And then there was like this weird roundabout. I definitely weirded out the lady that looked in the Miku bag. And she looked at it and she was like, I was like, I'm sorry, it's my Dollfie. I'll go sideways so someone wants to run up. But yeah, I still find that funny that other people got to walk through with backpacks and then they're like, bag check. I don't know what the heck there's in my bag that set it off. I got the chicken with that link. So yeah, here just commenting about, is this the dealer's room line? Made it into the dealer's room, which to many people probably looks really strange with how empty it is. Yeah, there's just random staff members gabbing. So then the first day one is all over. It was definitely as usual, but it was a good day. Definitely happy we moved things. And of course trying to get out of the parking lot is always such a annoying thing. So then this night we decided to get some quick food that was relatively close by and ended up going to the 99 where I got the honey barbecue chicken wrap, I believe was what it was called. It was delicious. I mean, at that point I really didn't care anymore because I was pretty hungry. I hadn't ate that much or drank much that day. It's especially brutal because they were getting a lot more serious about cracking down about the food and water policy, about you can't bring outside food. So we had to smuggle some in during the loading dock process just so we wouldn't die, because we can't leave the booth to get food. So yeah, that's the end of that day. This is the next morning. I have oatmeal this time, and down there is tea. I'm not sure what the heck that is I have in the other cup. That might be the disastrous coffee I had in the hotel, which was terrible, and I'm probably not going to do that again, or I'm going to be really restrictive on what I do. But yeah, our route to the convention center had this really nice park that we drive by, so I thought that was pretty cool and wanted to get a video of it because it just looked nice, and it's really clean, so that was a bit of a surprise. Yeah, here's us in the parking garage. Made it here. Once we chose a parking spot, I decided I just need to get rid of that coffee I had because it was horrible. Which thankfully there was a trash can near the car, so I just made sure to toss that out before we got anywhere and not have it sit in the car when we came back. Here's the super secret vendor entrance that we have been looking for all these years, which you can only get back through here if you're a vendor or a staff, and also nicknamed the Windy Tunnel, or was it the Chilly Tunnel? One of those two. It was really cold in there. So, yeah. There's that, and apparently they have these detector things here. Sorry about the badge, like getting all over the place. I had it out to make sure it wouldn't be like, eh! But, yeah, so there's Tangerine Mountain, like the kimonos. There's a little bit of industry, which was surprising to see that here at Boston, as it's normally not in Boston. And it really sucked having to wear the mask the whole weekend. That was absolutely atrocious on me, like, because my asthma just bothers me when I have to wear a mask in that kind of environment. It was just so hot. I was not happy at all in the slightest with that, and definitely was gonna pass out a few times. I had to just get some water just so I wouldn't pass.
We finally found the super secret vendor.
EOQ pocket in there. So yeah, that was the end of day 2, which we made it out pretty quickly, so heading out now for food after we did like bare minimum touch up on the booth. But yeah, the sunset there was looking really pretty. So yeah, they did decide on food. Uno's, yay! And I ended up with actually a pasta dish, funny enough. It was their Alfredo, which was spicy. I don't know if it was like the chicken I got on top of it was really spicy or what happened. So here is the last day of the convention, which a little bit struggling here because the parking spots behind us filled up and the van was unable to back out without running over another vehicle. So ended up having to just push forward the barricade in front of the van just so it had enough space to back up and be able to leave as normal. If their like paving was just a little bit more, I said if their paving was just a little bit more solid instead of bumpy everywhere. That day I was up from 5 and we got back home at like 11, which isn't bad. And actually pretty good for Boston because a lot of times we came back home at which you can kind of see me a little bit in the mirror. The day before I wore my Love Live school uniform and just was wearing it as a random anime girl, which the Love Live uniform is. I randomly took this video because there was just these cute birds eating seeds on the side of the road and I was like, ugh, what's that? It was just kind of unusual to see in the middle of Boston with all of its bustle. So yeah, just I'm in the charity auction right now. I'm trying to get 2 Miku items. We'll see.
pretty.
I know.
I don't need it.
Oh my god. How much is it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah. Because curse manifests based off of.
are all packed now. So yeah, we pretty much like unloaded out in like a record time for Boston. And we're on our way out, staring at the fire station on the way out. And it was definitely a good Boston. We got to move a lot of things, so we were happy. The like last couple hours, I actually got to run around the dealer's room while we were open, which is like unusual for Boston. So it was very strange that Boston had a like weird flow pattern, because usually it's so packed you can't do anything else or even sit down, but like I could full on sit down and stare at the wall pretty much with no one in the booth. So that was really weird, but like sales weren't down at all, even though people had a very strange pattern that was not, this is a busy con. So whatever, worked out. We're able to pay bills, move a bunch of stuff, so that was great. Pedestrians everywhere. But yeah, good con. I always miss this place on the way in, and I managed to fling my camera around towards it. But I don't think earlier I finished explaining that the outfit I'm wearing, which you can kind of see in the rear mirror, the side mirror sometimes, is I think I was just wearing a school uniform basic skirt with a Miku shirt, I believe. And over it is my Love Life Happy coat that I picked up at NYC this past year from the, I think that's the Bushido Road special table they had there. Yeah, pretty much bye bye Boston for 2022. And here's a couple hours later, or I guess an hour later, after we made it out of the city and are a decent chunk home, and before it becomes night. And for some reason our route home like became filled with a ton of bugs, and it's literally a bunch of bug smear all over the windshield. It was bleh. Tuesday of being back home. Yeah, really tired. Well, yesterday I was really tired and I had to go to a family memorial meetup. Well, Memorial Day meetup, which was exhausting. Like really exhausting. So that happened. I was already pretty drained from Anime Boston, and the people were literally sucking the life out of me there, and same thing happened at family thing, and then the usual family drama. But anyways, now I'm going to be showing my con stuff of what I got, and like actually updating on what I got in the charity auction, because I managed to record a little bit beforehand, not during, because I didn't want to have to deal with holding my phone as well as trying to keep my hand up for bidding. And I already had my Ida bag and my Miku Dollfie in my lap, so it was just too much, and I needed to get out of there quickly if I did win something or didn't win something. But yeah, newsflash, I did win something. But I'll start with the badges for the weekend. When we checked in, they gave us these Lupin badges for the 50th anniversary, which is really cool. But when the convention started, we kept seeing these people walk around with these Review Starlight lanyards, and like, that is so pretty, and I was like, I want one. And we actually got one of our friends to go get us some, thankfully. So yay, I got both badges, both lanyards. This is the one I ended up transferring my badge to the Review Starlight lanyard, because I really like this one. But I am really excited to have the Lupin one too, because it's pretty cool, and I love collecting lanyards. I mean, like, I have a bunch of wacky con exclusive ones over here, so 2 more for my con exclusive lanyard pile. So really excited about that. See, next thing I have out that's easy to get to is something I was gifted that was at the convention. And there was a booth behind us selling like a bunch of like neat, cute Japanese items. And I got this little cat, like Lucky Charm thing. So it's so cute. And then I have this cat as well, which is pretty cute, and it like is just supposed to kind of like rock a little bit. So those are very cute. So I did manage to get a few freebies while at the convention. One of our friends was able to get the Crunchyroll drawstring bag for Spider, which I haven't seen that yet or read the manga or light novel, but the spider itself is really cute. Had another friend earlier in the convention able to grab the, well, it's technically the Boruto one, but it's got the like Leaf Village headband, so that's really cool. So those are really neat. I really like those free bags Crunchyroll's always handing out. Got one a couple years ago at NYC with just their symbol, so adding those to my collection. I got a friend grabbed me a few posters. They got slightly beaten up at the top because of the bag they're in, but there's that one. And we have this one. And then we have this one. So pretty cool. I don't know if I'll actually put up any of these, but I just love getting the free posters. So then also one of our friends went to the Crunchyroll booth. They were able to grab the buttons they had, which I don't really know what this is, but I'll keep it for my button collection. And I'm really excited about the Shikimori. He's not just a cutie button, it's so cute with her on it. So I still need to watch the anime. I'm really excited that it's now an anime and not just a manga, especially since I was getting behind on the simulcast, the release for the manga. So that's cool. And well, there, got this Hestia keychain. Well, the chain's back there, but it's an acrylic keychain stand. It's got a little base here, but super cute. And it was a vendor I knew, so I wanted to get something from them, and I did find something I did want, so I got that. Okay, so the charity auction, I did not get one of the things I was really gunning for, which the first thing was the Snow Miku 2022 like Hokkaido bundle, I think it was, or one of those. In the bag, it was a Snow Miku bag with her and the other Vocaloids, and then there's 2 Snow Miku plush, which are so cute, and a special keychain that you could only get at the event. I really wanted that, but I like wanted to spend a max like $150 on it, and I was bidding, but then people started going crazy afterwards, and it ended up at $350. So I'm like, nope. But I did succeed in getting the folders that came up afterwards. So yeah, there's the first folder and the second one, which had a starting bid of $30, and no one else wanted it. I don't know if they like took pity on me because they could see like I really liked Miku and I didn't get the other one. I'm not really sure, but I'm happy getting them for $30. I usually pick up some import folders at cons for about $15-20, so I'm perfectly fine with that. I was okay with me like spending a bit more because these were the special ones that you could get the event, so I was like max $50, but worked out. I got to save some money, and that's how I was able to afford this, because before all that happened, I ended up finding my holy grail figure. Well, one of them, but here she is. She's so pretty. So I can't wait to open her up. Not that you can see her that well in there, but yeah, this figure, it was actually a vendor friend that had her, and I was gonna pay the $215 they wanted for her, and then they were just like, no, for you, I'll do $175. I'm like, oh, okay. I am fine with that. So, yay! I probably need to stop by Good Smile figures because this is another Good Smile, but that's fine. So yeah, I'll unbox her. Okay, so now it's time to open her. Yay! Oh, I have tape already stuck to my box cutter. My god, I've been looking forward to this figure for years. Been absolutely dying to get her, and wasn't expecting to see the vendor friend actually have her at Anime Boston, and just totally gonna ask them if they could bring it to Connecticon, because they do Connecticon, but then I saw her there and I was just like, oh my god, I have enough money. There was nothing else I really wanted at the con. So I was just like, I'm getting her. I also had never seen her at a con. I might have seen one when it first came. So excited. I was just about like skipping on the way back to the booth after I bought her. I was just so happy. Okay, this. Oh, I'm silly. It's just a top piece. So we have her first wing. And we have her second wing. Okay, so there's those. Okay, now is this tape? Yep. I think I've cleared a spot for her to sit. At least I'm really hoping she'll fit, because I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna put her. Because like I don't have any space in here. Ooh, that's pretty. It's big. That base is really big. Okay. I think I underestimated how much her hair flares out. What? Okay, so I guess this all comes out. Okay. So just right there. So she can get up here. I absolutely love this pink coat. Oh! Okay, she pops apart in several places. Okay, there's that. Does her head pop out? No. Not really. Oh, there we go. I was afraid I was gonna break her for a second there. There's that. Pop that back. And she's so pretty. Honestly, this could be a look too. So I think it's literally just slide these in. In fact, let's try the other pigtail. There we go. One pigtail. That was a tight fit. Got the wing to fit. Where did the other wing go? Oh, landed it with my desk. Just like that. She's done. Oh, this is such a pretty Miku. This base is really big, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do about this since it is just so big. I'm pretty sure she won't fit where I was planning to put her, but I guess we will see. And I'll probably come back and update in a few. Okay, so I forgot to update that day, but this is what I redid the top shelf. So yeah, she sits here next to Deep Sea Girl with Symphony in the back. Snow White Miku way in the back there. Nendroid Doll Miku, Chino, Bunny Aqua, and this petite Nendroid Miku. So yeah, that was the end of Anime Boston. There was certain parts are lacking, and I apologize. It's really difficult to try to film as a vendor. So hopefully I can work on that in the future. I'm thinking of doing a Connecticon vlog too, from the perspective again as a vendor. I don't really go to cons for fun. Maybe I'll go sometime, but not coming up immediately at least. So yeah, that's pretty much what my Boston weekend looked like with the extra day. Thank you for watching.